Good afternoon, people. It's August 29th, 2021, and a lot to talk about today. My main topic, broad vision for this video, is going to be a vision on death and what it means in today's world context. Then we're going to look at Gaia in this context and what actions she might be taking to correct some of the wrongs that are existing in the world. And then we're always going to look at a piece of news just to give you guys a piece so you don't think I'm too crazy, just so you can be like, okay, maybe I can understand why he's looking at this from that perspective. So, let's just start with the news aspect of it, because I think this will get you thinking. There's a guy I follow on Twitter. His name's Jim Rickards, great financial expert. He actually managed the crisis of the long-term capital management in '98, I believe, which prevented a full-on collapse of the financial system. And then he's been an advisor towards the U.S. financial committees in the Senate. He's done war games, a lot of different stuff. But he posted this today, and I didn't know this actually. So, not that I care, but the vaccine that was certified by the FDA for Pfizer was Comirnaty. That's the brand name of the vaccine. So that's the approved vaccine. Okay, and under Comirnaty, the law says right now that Pfizer actually does have some liability, possibly. It's not very clear that they have no liability. But however, under the Experimental Act for the vaccines, and I don't even like to call them vaccines, but whatever, they don't have any liability. Okay, so liability with this one, no liability with others. Now, there are two vaccines that Pfizer produces, okay? There's the Pfizer and biotech one, and then there's Comirnaty. They are two separate ones. And under the original one, the Pfizer and biotech, it is still under emergency use, okay? And so they still have no liability. And they still have many, many, many doses of this. So this is the one that they are giving you right now, as I speak, okay? Not the Comirnaty one. So understand that this is deception on a very grand scale. Everybody's like, oh, it's all approved. Okay, so if I get the Pfizer one, it's going to be FDA approved. No. If you go get a Pfizer shot right now, it is not FDA approved, okay? And they will not give you the Comirnaty until they have immunity from all the liability, okay? So you see how the medical, people play their game, and it's just totally absurd. Okay, that's totally separate from what I really wanted to get to today. So we're seeing already, an increase in weather events. We're seeing Hurricane Ida as I speak of, a Category 4 hurricane, 150 mile an hour winds going through the Gulf of Mexico into Louisiana and other parts. I mean, that's pretty intense. But that event really made me think about what other people have been saying for a little while now, is that the ascension process of Earth, it's not going to be a pretty process, okay? Not pretty by the way we define it. Look, I'm still going to love it. I'm still going to enjoy it. But the fact is that the percentage of the population that is just so oblivious to everything that's going on, either they're maliciously oblivious, either they're depressed oblivious, so they just don't want to know, they just want to escape, right? And then there's just people that are lost in other ways, but those are the main ones. Either directed obliviousness or indirect obliviousness. And in my mind, my intuitive guess is saying that over 90 to 95% of people don't have a good enough grasp on everything that's going on here. And what that means is that they're going to be consumed, okay? And I don't know what form that'll take. Will it take death? Will it take slavery? But understand the meaning of death, okay? I want to get into that because so many people, I think, just have a misconception about what death is. To me, okay, life is a process of growth, reaching for that just greater understanding. God wants to know about itself, okay? The universe wants to grow, wants to understand more, and so we are kind of a lower facet of this higher truth created to expand in order to find higher truth and to grow that original thing once we reach up back to the purpose, okay? And so when the universe has so many people disconnected from that, and in their physical body they're trapped by their ego mind, which is diluting or putting up veils through many different mechanisms so that they don't see any of the truth in the world. And that's what it is. I guess I'll take a quick non sequitur, well, kind of whatever, but I'll take a quick detour here to say that I don't really care if somebody disagrees or whatever. You have to have a vision in this life. You have to have a direction. Whether if it's dark, it's dark. If it's light, it's light. I mean, I believe that I am reaching towards the light. I believe that I am sharing truth. And if you don't believe that, at least you can maybe see that I'm authentic. I think it's so obvious when you look at these people in the mainstream media that they're not being authentic. They're not sharing with you the full information. Okay? And I don't have time to go over the science that I believe in and to go over the spirituality in every aspect. But I'm just sharing with you what I believe my truth is. That's that. And so I get it if people have a problem with the way that I'm speaking about death right now, because death is a really touchy subject. But to me, death is not really a negative thing. If you die, it's a new beginning towards a higher growth. Because to get back to what we were talking about with the Earth ascension situation and the way that people are asleep, okay, the only way to overcome that egoic veil that is put up between people and the truth is to dissolve the ego. And if people aren't willing to dissolve their own ego and to really merge with that higher truth in any way, shape, or form, whether it be artistically, creatively, science or news or whatever, everybody can have their own archetype, but they need to merge within that greater truth. The only way to dissolve that is through a death process. And so basically we've been in this process for a long time, the ascension process, the growth, and the world, the people, certain people, especially the people in power, are getting to a power state which is so high above the minds of other people that the earth that they live in is going to cease to exist in the current form, and therefore it will swipe them away in one frame or the other. So I just wanted to get this message out there. The earth, Mother Earth, is working on this and is looking for a solution. The highest level people are working on this and communicating with her. I'm not on that level yet, but I am connected with these people. I see their goal, I see their message, and so that's why I'm bringing it to you, okay? And I've known about this for a long time now. I just haven't had the strength really to go out there because I know it's so crazy to most people. But at this point, I really don't care because people need to break out, and I need to break out. This is a form of me breaking out of my own box, right? So join me, break out of the rhythm of every single day. Start researching, things like vibration and things like the history of the medical system, the way that they poison people and they go out and hurt people. This isn't all conspiracy. And when you connect one thread to one other thread, it just opens up the entire world. So most people, this is the problem, most people don't even connect one thing. They can't believe anything because if they believed one thing, it would shatter their entire paradigm. It would shatter their existence. So there's still time for people to survive, but and to join, this movement. But and I'm not going to be the one killing. I'm just saying this is what's going to happen. This is the universe dictating. So have fun with that. I really enjoyed making this video for you. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I will answer shortly in my YouTube, but also I'll put Energy Enterprise down in the description. I will talk about anything with you there. Period. You have any questions, I'll answer it. So God bless, and I'll see you later.